If you had the opportunity right now to talk to your future self living out your final days, what do you think you would hear? Would your future self give you a pat on the back and say, "Good job, we did everything right"? Or would there be regrets, missed opportunities, things you didn't get around to doing because you were afraid? In reality, when you ask people in their final days if they have any regrets, unfortunately many do. And the regrets aren't that they wish they had worked more or that they should have put off retirement even longer than they did. Instead, they often mention at least one of the 4 regrets we're going to talk about today. And be sure to stay until the end, because after the 4th regret, I'll show you how to get greater clarity on your retirement outlook with a free review. I'm Jared Kinney, Wealth Advisor with the Noble Group. The first regret is maintaining a mindset of just a few more years. I had a conversation with a client who did everything right. He saved well, invested well, and had a portfolio primed to help him live a wonderful retirement. But he kept working. At first, it was just going to be for another year. Then that year turned into 2. And when he was finally retired 6 years later, he said something I'll never forget. "I thought I was being smart by buying more financial security, but what I didn't realize was the time I was trading for it was far more valuable." Within a few years into retirement, things changed. His energy shifted, his health took a nosedive, and the things he had planned to do got harder and harder to continue doing. And the question kept coming up in his mind: why did I wait? You can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. Don't keep putting off things that matter most until it's too late. The second big regret is assuming health will always be there. My client in the first example didn't have his health all sucked away in one day. It happened over time. It fades slowly, quietly, until one day you wake up and something feels different. Now, a lot of retirees do a fantastic job planning for money, but they completely miss something that's far more important than finances: planning for their energy. I remember another client telling me they had a long list of things they wanted to do. Lots of travel, staying active, enjoying life at a different pace. But when retirement came, their body didn't cooperate. And they said 2 things: "I wish I had taken better care of myself when it was easier, and I wish I had taken advantage of those healthier years when I had the chance." The version of you that retires won't be identical all the way through retirement. Don't wrongly assume it will. The third regret hits people particularly hard. They didn't understand the real value of time until it was too late. When we were all young, time felt unlimited, and most people maintain that mindset even as they get older. So the same habits prevail. You wait, you postpone, you assume things can happen later because that's how it's always worked before. But at some point, your relationship with time changes. It stops feeling unlimited and it starts feeling valuable. Unfortunately, for many people, this shift happens far later than it should. In the words of one of my clients, "I wish I understood earlier that time was the only thing I couldn't get more of." Think about the people who matter most to you in your life. Maybe it's parents, a spouse, children, grandchildren, or close friends. Another client told me they always thought there would be more quality time, more trips, more holidays, more real conversations. But life stayed busy, work stayed demanding. And then things changed. Their parents passed away, their kids moved, and their grandkids grew up. And suddenly, those windows were gone. Remember, you can reschedule a meeting, but you cannot reschedule moments in time. The 4th regret is one that so many people share: playing it too safe. Now, this is not about being reckless. It's about hesitation. Oftentimes, the mindset of waiting just a few more years that we talked about at the beginning is fueled by this idea that you have to keep playing it safe regardless of the situation and regardless of the opportunities you might be missing because of it. I've had several clients say they wish they had done more. Not spent away their entire life savings, but lived a little, taken the trip, made the memory, used their money intentionally on experiences. But instead, they waited for the perfect time, for more certainty, and for just that one more year of financial security. When playing it too safe is your mindset, there will always be a reason not to take the leap. Your mind will always find a reason why the timing isn't perfect and why you should wait 2 more years instead of 1. But you have to remember, at the end of the day, money is simply a tool. And if you never use it, it never does what it was meant to do. So don't let this mindset of playing it too safe keep you from living the retirement you deserve to live. And to get that clarity on what kind of retirement is truly within reach for you, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to get a free retirement review. And if you got something out of this video, be sure to click the like button and subscribe to stay up to date with our weekly content. Thanks for watching.